They were about to record one of the biggest musical collaborations of the 2000s, but something unexpected happened in the studio. And what was supposed to be an epic collaboration turned into a heated feud that even involved 50 Cent. I'm Guilherme, and today I'm going to tell the story behind the feud involving the hits Superman by Eminem and Obsessed by Mariah Carey, here on the Decipher Hits channel. It all started in 2001 when Eminem performed the song Stan together with Elton John at that year's Grammy Awards. Mariah Carey was in the audience. She enjoyed the performance and became interested in doing a musical collaboration with the rapper. A few months later, paparazzi saw Eminem and Mariah drinking at a bar in New York. Soon after, the two were seen going to Mariah's apartment, which was just 2 minutes away from there. At the time, Eminem was in the middle of a turbulent divorce with his then-wife Kim, while Mariah was dating the Mexican singer Luis Miguel. Remember this name, because it's important later on. Before long, several websites and tabloids started publishing that Eminem and Mariah were having an affair. However, both of their representatives denied it and said that the meetings were strictly professional. After a few weeks, Mariah flew her private jet from New York to Detroit to meet with Eminem. This is an event that will also be brought up later. Later on in this story, according to the singer's representatives, she just wanted to convince Eminem to appear on her new album, Glitter. The rapper refused to participate, but the two kept meeting up. In early 2002, Eminem went to a Hollywood studio to record his fourth album, The Eminem Show. And this time, he was the one who invited Mariah to take part in his new song, called Superman. Mariah liked the idea and went to the studio to record her vocals. However, it was at that moment that they had a serious falling out, because she never finished the recording and the two were never seen together again. After that episode, Eminem invited the singer Dina Ray, who had worked with the rapper since his second album, to replace Mariah Carey on the song Superman. Not only that, but he also took the opportunity to throw some jabs at Mariah in the lyrics.
You trying to be my new wife? What, you Mariah? Fly through twice.
Are you trying to be my new wife? What are you, Mariah? Get out of here. Get lost. Eminem was implying that Mariah fell in love with him, but he didn't have time for her. Although many people think that Superman is strictly about Mariah, the song is more of the rapper venting because of his divorce from his ex-wife, Kim, and about his new single life, in which many women started chasing after him, wanting to be his next romantic partner. Eminem responds to these women by saying that he can't be their Superman, and that's where the song's title comes from. However, that wasn't the only song in which the rapper mentioned Mariah. On the same album, in the song When the Music Stops, he hinted that letting others censor his words would be as unlikely as him begging to get back with the singer.
Take me for a joke, you smoking crack. Before I do that, I beg Mariah to take me back.
This album made a huge splash, selling over 2 million copies in just 2 weeks. In no time, all those things that were just rumors turned into a whirlwind of questions from the media and the public. And the singer, who had only used her PR team to deny the relationship with the rapper, had to start going to several interviews to defend her claim that nothing had happened between them.
And what about Eminem?
What about him?
Are you dating him?
No.
So why did they post this?
This was in all the newspapers.
And didn't you date him?
Well, I went out with him, talked to him on the phone. I think I was with him about 4 times, and I don't consider that dating.
From then on, both of them started trading conflicting stories in the media, contradicting each other in several interviews.
The thing with Mariah, yes, that's true. Those rumors are true. I'm not going to deny it.
So you dated him?
No. Can I make it clear that I didn't have a physical relationship with him?
But things started to escalate when Mariah started responding in her songs. Also in 2002, she released the song Clown, which means clown. And in the lyrics, she threw shade at the rapper, even without mentioning his name. I should have stopped at How Are You? I should have stopped at I Like Your Music Too. I shouldn't have called you back when you chased after me. I shouldn't have given you my damn number. You should have never implied that we were lovers when you know very well that we never even touched. said Mariah in the song. Besides that, she also mentions that trip she took to Detroit on her private jet. Mariah's response wasn't limited to the lyrics. She also brought this feud to the stage. During her live performances when she played this song, she put on a puppet show, which she called the Marionette Show, a clear reference to the Eminem Show, the album with the song Superman. In this performance, a dancer was controlled like a marionette while wearing a blonde wig and a Detroit Pistons basketball jersey from Eminem's hometown. In 2005, Eminem was finishing his anger management tour when he decided to respond to Mariah in kind. During his performances, he changed the lyrics of his song Ass Like That to make fun of Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey looks so scary. Every time I see her video on MTV, she's so annoying.
Besides that, he revealed a story that, if true, might explain where the title of his song Superman came from.
Mariah Carey, we had some good times together, didn't we? Remember that time we were making out and you called me Superman?
But the icing on the cake came when Eminem leaked several voicemails live, which were supposedly calls he received from Mariah Carey.
Who was that? You love it. Yo, that sounds like Mariah Carey. That's me. Oh, get the fuck out.
Right after that, he started pretending to vomit. In 2006, Eminem mentioned the singer again in his song Jimmy Crack Corn, featuring 50 Cent, where he criticized music industry executives by saying, "Your mind is on me, like mine is on Mariah, and you're all just like her, a bunch of liars." In the same year, Eminem gave an interview on his radio station Shade 45, where he said the following: "Yes, Mariah and I had a relationship for a good 6 or 7 months, but it didn't work out. I didn't like what she wanted, and our personalities clashed." Later, he would bring up this version again in another one of his songs. In 2007, 50 Cent himself got involved in the feud by mentioning the singer in his song All of Me, saying, "Eminem predicted all of this, I don't know how he knew. He said that the women in Hollywood are all liars. You get with them, they annoy you, and then they deny you, just like Mariah." Up until that point, Mariah hadn't responded to Eminem's attacks, but all of that would change 2 years later, in 2009. In May of that year, Eminem crossed some lines by releasing the song Bagpipes from Baghdad, where he called Mariah Carey a prostitute and an alcoholic. He also mentioned her ex-boyfriend, Luis Miguel, and insulted her then-husband, Nick Cannon.
Locked in Mariah's wine cellar, all I had for lunch was red wine, more red wine.
Locked in Mariah's wine cellar, all I had for lunch was red wine, more red wine, and cereal. Nick Cannon, you sucker, good luck with that prostitute. Cannon, who had married Mariah the previous year, was extremely upset by the song, and he vented his anger with a huge post on his personal blog, where he called Eminem racist, childish, and even threatened to beat him up. Although Nick Cannon was a Nickelodeon comedian that nobody ever took seriously, Eminem soon admitted in an interview with the BBC that he might have gone too far with the song Bagpipes from Baghdad. There was a verse that was a bit harsh, but I didn't know Nick Cannon would take it that way. In the end, what I really wanted to say was, I wish the best for the couple. Knowing Eminem, we know he was just being sarcastic, but even if he had really regretted it, it was already too late. A month after that song, Mariah Carey released her most famous song from this whole feud, Obsessed.
Why you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know.
Why are you so obsessed with me? Boy, I want to know. You're lying, saying you're sleeping with me, when everyone knows you're just upset with me. Once again, Mariah attacked Eminem without even mentioning his name. But it was clear to all the fans, since besides the lyrics, she made references to the rapper throughout the whole music video. In it, she dresses exactly in Eminem's classic style. Sweatshirt, hoodie, and cap, playing a stalker who follows the singer everywhere until being hit by a bus. This scene is an allusion to one of the singer's favorite movies, Mean Girls, from 2004, just like the first scene of the music video, where she repeats one of the film's most iconic lines.
And I was like, why are you so obsessed with me?
And I was like, why are you so obsessed with me?
In the song, Mariah also denies the allegations that she slept with him and sings, "You say we went to your house, to your car, but you're in Los Angeles and I'm with Jermaine in Atlanta." Eminem spent most of his time in Los Angeles working with his producer and mentor, Dr. Dre, while Mariah was recording her albums on the other side of the United States, in Atlanta, with her producer, Jermaine Dupri.
It must be the weed, it must be the 'cause you be popping.
It must be the weed, it must be the drugs, because I heard you take some pills. The expression poppin' pills means taking pills, an addiction that Eminem struggled with and that almost took his life after an overdose in 2007. And along with the original, Mariah released a remix version of Obsessed with rapper Gucci Mane, which had its own music video that mixed scenes from the original video with the remix. Although the lyrics were very similar, it featured some interesting verses from Gucci Mane.
I guess shouted man, he don't got you no more. So just like
I think he's upset because he doesn't have you anymore. So, like Pinocchio, his nose is going to grow. Obsessed was a huge success. Anyone who remembers 2009 knows that this song was always on the radio and the music video was always on MTV. Given how big the buzz was, it's obvious that Eminem, known for being the rapper nobody should mess with, couldn't stay quiet. Just 2 months after Obsessed, Eminem released the hardest diss track of this whole beef, The Warning.
I'm obsessed now. Oh gee, that's supposed to be me in the video.
Now I'm obsessed. Oh my god, is that me in your video with the goatee? Says the rapper right at the beginning of the track. Besides that, he mixes in snippets of Mariah's calls to complete his rhymes and threatens to leak photos and other audio messages from the singer.
Mariah, it ever occurred to you that I still have pictures? However you
Mariah, has it ever crossed your mind that I still have photos? Whatever. And this one is for you too, Nick. Do you think I'm afraid of you? If you want to ruin my career, you'll have to get one first. As if I would fight over some random slut who made me put up with her craziness for over 6 months and only slept with me once. Despite the extremely aggressive content, the beef didn't stop there. In 2010, Eminem mentioned the singer again in the song Cold Way. By threatening anyone who tried to attack him in rap, he said,
take a look at Mariah next time I inspire you.
"Look at Mariah next time I inspire you to write a song." At the end of that same year, Eminem said he was already tired of this beef, giving an interview to Vibe magazine saying, "I don't want to talk about her anymore. I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse." In the following years, Nick Cannon even released several of these attacking the rapper, but he never really cared. And as for Mariah, she kept avoiding the subject until she was invited for an interview with host Andy Cohen. He asked her to say 3 nice things about Eminem. It turns out that in English, the rapper's name sounds identical to that famous chocolate candy brand, M&M's. And that's exactly what she started talking about.
Say 3 cool things about Eminem.
They come in packaging that you can take anywhere. Everyone loves them all over the world. And they're tasty. There are peanut ones and regular ones.
More recently, in 2020, Eminem hinted at the beef again in his song, These Demons, making a pun with the word pariah, which means an outcast or someone despicable.
I got a question. What rhymes with pariah?
I have a question. What rhymes with pariah? Never mind. In the same year, Mariah announced the release of her autobiography, The Meaning of Mariah Carey. Rumors started circulating that Eminem was worried about what the singer would write about them in the book. However, when asked during an interview if Eminem would be in her biography, Mariah replied by saying, "If someone or something wasn't part of the true meaning of Mariah Carey, as the title says, then it's not in the book." Regardless of what happened between the two, the fact that this track is still making waves even after 20 years is something that really borders on obsession. By the way, obsession is a theme that the rapper has already portrayed perfectly in his song Stan, which tells the story of a fan so obsessed with Eminem that he was even willing to end his own life. You know what's even crazier? That almost happened recently in real life. If you want to know more about this story, just click on this video. I'll stop here. Thank you so much for staying with us, and see you next time.